no, look, I won't even worry about Far Cry 3 settings yet. I'll think about it. It's just, I'll tell you what, I've spent probably 50 hours on Far Cry 3 trying to get it going. So it's just, yeah, I mean, there's a few combinations. Actually, I will go back and show you them. I'll just change them back to the optimized ones. So I was just fiddling with the old Far Cry 3 settings. Only 20 minutes ago, I changed a couple of things around just to see one more go of it before we started this video. So we'll go in here because we do want some people that have got a 32 GB to let us know. Okay. So go there. Take that one off there. That is better on now. That, yeah, for Far Cry 3 off 5994 or 60, you'll get a higher frame rate. Take that off. Take that off. And where are we? Right, so it's looking pretty good there. You notice your resolution scale on a lot of games. On any other emulation, you downscale that and you get a whole heap of performance back and your game's going to run. You do this on PS3 games, and a lot of games just don't like it. You know, like you might think, oh yeah, I'll drop that right down. That's going to get me tuning going good. But there's a lot of games that you actually get glitches because you've put the resolution scale down, or it won't want to load. So my advice, if you are tuning in other games that are not on my lists, keep that always at 100%. There is the occasional game you can get away with not 70, not 50%, not the 75. Where are we? Oh, probably. What you want to do is go down to 80%, because if you remember on your PlayStation games, they were a you know, it was always that by 576 or by 720, or I think there was even a 480i or whatever. So, you know, but I mean, I'd keep that one. Initially, that did help with Red Dead Redemption, putting that on 80%. But your majority of your games, as I say, leave that. It's just not going to help. If you have got issues with graphics, you know, like water graphics not showing up, things like that, this here's going to be what you want to try out. And it's going to take you hours, because you could go 100, reload up, and then take it, go back out. Then try it at 200 by 200, go back out. Try it by 300 by 300, go back out. So you look at that, you're loading up just for one game 10 times, or just to try and work out your resolution scale. So just go off the settings I've given you here. You should be pretty good. Oh, and that one you want there. That'll take back off. Sometimes you put that on unlimited. Now you could have that as host as well, as host unlimited, and that will load your game up. Now you'll notice over here 240 hertz. I mean, what actually happens is that when you up the 240 hertz, if you're over here on your frame limit 60, when you've got that on 60, if you're then over to there and you had that on 60, let's say your frame rates, I don't know, they might be sitting real low on a game, let's say 4 or something, just for instance. As soon as you put that up to 120, your frame rate might go up to 8. You go up to 240, the frame rate might go up even more. But do bear in mind it doesn't always work. With some, you know, some games you may not like it, but this is how you'll get your frame rates up. And it also, you know, all these different settings, it helps having that off, these off. I mean, it helps to up your CPU performance and things like that. So you'll still have, instead of running at 99% CPU usage on your low to mid range, you'll be running at say 87 to 92% of your whole computer system, which therefore makes it operationable. You know, and you're not stressing the whole system out at 100% all the time. Oh, we'll take that one off. All right. So you can try that. They do those things for Far Cry 3. You'll load it up, you'll go in game. You just won't be able to play it on this low end. But as I say, if you've got a 32 GB, let us know in the comments if it worked. This game, by memory, was a heinous game to try and get going. It had big graphical problems with flickering screen flicker. That got cleared up with your V-blank frequency. As I say, we don't have to, I'm not going to keep explaining too much. We're just going to go through this so you can just copy it all. No dramas. When I say doing this, you're going to save yourself hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of work. As I said, I've spent countless hours. It's just unbelievable how many hours I've spent on doing this. So, but you know, all you people that have got low end or mid range, or you just got a laptop at home, you can't afford to be buying another one. Now you can just put it on your laptop at home. Off-grid systems. You're wanting to play PS3, you just don't have the power requirements. And I mean, if you're on solar, cloudy days are nothing but a bugger. So, you know, something like this, instead of the actual PS3, it's going to be good for you on the cloudy days. You can just run this all day long off your off-grid system. And as I say, it's going to use as much power as your 12-volt TV. But the difference is, you notice earlier on at the beginning of this video, I was talking to you about i7 with an older generation, you know, the 3800 i7 will still work. Now, I'm also going to let you know if you're on an off-grid system, you probably want to stay away from anything i7. And pure simple reason why is because as soon as I go into i7, you've got twice as many cores. You know, you've got 8 cores. With every i5, you've got a 4-core. Well, of course, that comes into power consumption. So basically, as soon as you go to one that's an i7 and you've got 8 cores, you might as well double your power rating. So beforehand, if we were using 45 watts, say 3 amps, 45 watts, you know, on an i5, as soon as you go to an i7, you're going to be up to like 90 watts or 130 watts, and you're going to be running at 7 amps, which if you're on an off-grid system is not power efficient. But if you're at home, you know, on normal grid, you're going to be fine. Now you notice here not much in the libraries. I haven't changed. So that's saying if anyone's got any, glitch you think you might be able to improve it because you know a bit more about the library loading. And I've spent, as I say, so many hours on here, it's unbelievable. But the one thing that hasn't been done is the library. Oh, is that going to be a bit better? That might be a bit better. Oh, guys, focus. Does not want to focus today, does it? You have to excuse this focus going in and out. I don't know why it's doing this. That's me. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. And you're probably also noticing every time I load these up, it comes up with that warning thing, and I'm always clicking no. The reason for that is if you click yes, if you ever take these games off and put them on a different rpcs3 emulator, it's not going to work. So you're always better off clicking the no thing on that one, especially if you're someone that's going to use it on multiple systems like I do. Whoa, go back there. Oh, there we go, that's better. Right, so what have we got? This is Marvel versus Capcom. Now Metal Gear Solid. Well, this is Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zero. Bring some of these up a bit higher. Right. This is Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor. Oh, Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. Now, Oblivion's actually one of those games straight off the bat. It's actually going to work on without doing any enhancements. You will get a couple of graphical errors. But I'll show you, of course, you follow these settings, you're going to be fine. All your graphical errors will go away. And it's that 512 resolution scale. Yeah, I've heard of other resolution scales being used, but you'll notice, that certain ones, they work to fix the water, but when you look at the water, it will still be gridded out in a grid pattern. So you put it on the 512, it gets rid of that grid pattern. I'll give you the, because someone with a 32 GB RAM might be able to let us know if it works with 32 GB. If not, it means it's going to be all in the graphics card. But this will get you in-game on Rambo, but you won't be able to play it. It will just freeze as soon as you get into your first part of your gameplay. As soon as you pull the trigger, that's actually when it happens. Oh, actually, no, audio. Put it on 16. It should have been on 16 a year ago. Right. Red Dead Redemption. So these settings are going to get you in. You'll be able to play it with these settings.